My name is Suzanne Smith. I'm the Managing Director of Synergy Service Departments in EMEA. Dublin is a wonderful city. As I said, I've lived most of my life there. A small city, it's walkable, it's very easy to commute to, it's a jump-off point for the rest of Europe as well, so it's very accessible. It has a highly educated workforce, mostly under the age of 25. So it is very attractive for large multinationals to come to Ireland. I think it's a well-known fact, most of them do have their EMEA headquarters in Dublin, Ireland. It's a country where I want to stay. I love to travel, and I love to travel with Synergy, and it gives me that breadth and experience. But ultimately, my home is Dublin and always will be. We have two types of serviced accommodation in Dublin. We have the more modern, purpose-built accommodation apartment blocks, and we have historic buildings that have been converted into serviced accommodation as well. You may have 25% of what's available out there in inventory in Dublin would be converted historic buildings. Dublin being a Georgian city, so you're going to have beautiful architectural features. It may not be to everybody's taste, so 70% of the inventory available in Dublin would be a modern standard that you would see in the rest of Europe, or indeed some places in the US also. We live in smaller spaces, even our houses are smaller. So our apartments are smaller and our accommodation is smaller, serviced accommodation is smaller. The beds are smaller. A standard size bed, double bed in Ireland would be 5 foot, which you may call a large single bed in the States, I'm not sure, but we don't have, generally speaking, king size or queen size beds. So that may take a bit of getting used to for a person coming over from the US to Ireland. Also, we have washer dryers in every apartment. So you have one machine performing both functions. It's not complicated, and they are easy to manage and easy to use. We also tend not to have a full hob. You won't necessarily have a 4-ring hob. You'll have a 2-ring hob, again due to space. But you'll have a dishwasher. It may be a half dishwasher, not a full-size dishwasher, family size. It'll be half, but there is everything there that you need. Everything you need is self-contained in that apartment. It's a turnkey situation. All you have to do is bring in your clothes. Everything else is going to be there. Public transport in Ireland is efficient, clean, safe and cheap. Most people that work in the city centre would live in the suburbs. Families, for example, and come to work in the city centre, they would take public transport because, like any major city, the traffic is a nightmare in the morning and parking is at a premium and extremely expensive in the city centre. So everybody uses public transport. We are friendly people. We like to joke, we see the humour in things. You know, everything is about having fun and making things as light as possible. We try not to take ourselves too seriously. You have to be able to be slagged off, as we would say in Dublin, which means that somebody will make fun of you, but you can make fun of them back, and it's all banter. There's very little animosity, there's very little arguing, it's a lot of fun, and it all happens in the pubs, and you make the best of friends, and we're a friendly nation for a reason.